Shalom, giving all praises, honor, and glory to Yahweh Bashem, Yahweh Shah Bashem Kakwadash. Double honors to the apostles and elders of Great Millstone, and peace and salutations to the hopeful elect. The title of this video is going to be Getting Understanding of the Scriptures, which is important. And it's only open if the Lord put the Spirit on you to get that understanding. So this is Psalms 119, 104. Through thy precepts I get understanding. Therefore I hate every false way. So first and foremost, the Lord has to open your mind to understand the scriptures. Like I was going to camp last week, you can have wisdom and knowledge, but if you don't truly understand it, then it's in vain. All right, and you get understanding through the precepts, which that backs with let's see, Isaiah. Isaiah 28 and 10. For precept must be upon precept, precept upon precept, line upon line, line upon line, here a little and there a little. So you get understanding through the precepts of the scriptures. Something that's in Isaiah links up. Something in Isaiah could link up with something that's all the way in Revelation. Vice versa. Something in Revelation can links up with something in Genesis. Okay, the Bible is a jigsaw puzzle, and you can't just read it from front to back like a little Dr. Seuss book and get understanding that way. No, you have to go from precept upon precept. Okay, for example, John the Revelator, Isaiah, pretty much John the Revelator, the book of Mark, Matthew, Isaiah, they all saw the same visions, but different perspectives of it. Because ultimately they saw America being destroyed by those thermal missiles that the scriptures prophesy about. All right. So the book of Matthew, Mark, Luke, Revelation, Isaiah, it all links up. But guess what? You got to have that understanding. Okay, you can read it all day, but you got to have the understanding to truly understand what it's talking about. So, Isaiah 28 and 10, for precept must be upon precept, precept upon precept, line upon line, line upon line, here a little and there a little. Let's see. Going up to verse 9, it says, whom shall he teach knowledge, and whom shall he make to understand doctrine? Ultimately, the prophets of the Lord have that. Have the gift to be able to read the scriptures for what it is and break it down. Going into prophecy, what's going to happen aforetime. What's going to happen before it happens? Having the wisdom, knowledge, and understanding that, America is prophesied to be destroyed in the Bible. It's prophesied that the Lord's going to deliver his people and destroy a mass majority of the others. It's a gift to have the names of the Lord, Yahweh, Yahweh Shai. All right. Them that are weaned from the milk and drawn from the breast. And that's going into the understanding the basics. Because once you get waking up from this world, you pretty much got to relearn everything all over again. From the milk. Just like a baby, when he's born, he's drinking off of, he's sucking on the titty. Pacifier. Not a pacifier. He's, drinking the milk. A baby isn't born coming out eating full-blown steaks and full course meals. It starts from the milk. Right? Going into how when the Lord wakes you up to this truth, you got to start all over again as a baby. Okay? Understanding the basics. Who we are. First and foremost, the names. Yahweh, Yahweh Shai. Our nationality, who our enemies are. Okay? What's promised to us if we endure unto the end. All that stuff is the basics, the curses that were brought upon our people for disobeying the Lord. And then, once you age in this thing, you start to eat that meat, which is prophecy. Understanding that the Lord's finna destroy America. Utterly destroy America. That judgment begins in the house of the Lord. Those of you that know you're Israelite. Okay. For precept must be upon precept, precept upon precept, line upon line, line upon line, here a little and there a little. Okay, going back to where I started with. Psalms 119 and 104. Through thy precepts I get understanding. Therefore I hate every false way. All these damn lies we was taught in the world. But that's showing you that we get understanding by connecting the books. The precepts. All right. Proverbs 3 and 13. Happy is the man that findeth wisdom, and the man that getteth understanding. Proverbs 4 and 5. Get wisdom, get understanding, forget it not. Neither decline from the words of thy mouth. Hold up. Okay, and I'll close out on this. Wisdom is the principal thing. Proverbs 4 and 7. Wisdom is the principal thing. Therefore, get wisdom, and with all thy getting, get understanding. How much better is it to get wisdom than gold, and to get understanding rather to be chosen than silver. All right. So, wisdom, knowledge, and understanding go co in hand with each other. Okay, so the wisdom, the knowledge, and the understanding locks everything together. Kind of like, when you get into the shower, you wash your hair, shampoo it, condition it, then you get out. You put in your little moisturizer. Then after that, guess what? You put in the oil. And that oil seals the moisturizer in your hair. Because if you just put the moisturizer in, your hair is going to be dry within hours. That oil, it locks in the moisturizer so the benefits can work. Okay? So you can have wisdom and knowledge, but ultimately if you don't understand it, that defeats the whole purpose. Because you got to look at these Christians. Yeah, they understand parts of the Bible. You could run into a very intelligent Christian, but ultimately they're going to go off because they don't truly understand what the scripture speaks of. They're going to go off somewhere. All right. And ultimately, the Lord, Yahweh Bashem Yahushai, has to bless you to be able to read the Bible and break it down for what it truly says. And that's a gift. That's a talent. Each prophet got their own portions of the talent that the Lord given them, which is well enough to teach. All right. That's why no man should be, ultimately laying around doing nothing. Because, which this goes into another topic, but, you don't want to put this truth in your back pocket. Sit on it. All right. But Lord willing, this was edifying. Giving all praises, honor, and glory to Yahweh Bashem Yahushai, Bashem Pakwadash. Double honors to the elders and apostles of Great Millstone, and peace, salutations to the hopefully elect. I'm going to say shalom.